Hi everyone, this is Heather with the Blue Earth County Historical Society, and today we are going to be making little paper stars. These are really easy to make, and all you're going to need is what was once an 8.5 sheet of paper to cut apart here. So let's get started. Okay, so like I said, this was once an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I've done a couple cuts on here, and what I have found is that a 1/2 inch strip is actually going to give you your best star. So that is what this one is. This is a 1/2 inch star, or 1/2 inch piece of paper to make a star. This is 3/4 of an inch, and you'll notice it's a bit clunkier. So the thinner the paper, the more of a star shape you're going to get. But if you go smaller than 1/2 inch here, it's going to be really hard to push in the sides. So just a little bit of a difference here to show what 1/4 of an inch does to the size of the star here. So to get started, cut your piece of paper into a 1/2 inch strip piece of paper here. You can definitely make more out of this or find some different colors and make a lot of them with different colors. I am just sticking with yellow here. So once you have your 1/4 inch strip of paper, what you are going to do is taking the top, whichever side you decide, you're going to fold it down and over, and you'll get this loop. You're going to bring this around, pull it through, and you're going to actually knot this. So move the piece of paper up here, and once you've got it pretty tight there, you're going to press it down here. So we've kind of got the start of our star here. We'll fold in the tail, and then we're just going to start wrapping this around here. So across, make that a nice hard crease there. Across again, nice hard crease. And we're just going to kind of loop around here. You'll notice that this is starting to form a pentagon shape here. And with that, it's just going to help make it easy to put our 5 points on here. So we'll make sure that we keep going along the edges that we've created here. Flipping this around, I'm sorry that yellow on yellow is a little hard to see here. And we'll just keep wrapping this around here till we get to the end. So we've got a bit of a tail here. So we could do one of two things. We can wrap it around the last little bit here and tuck it under, or to make sure it's more secure when you would do your last wrap. So we've just got a tiny little tail here. Circle back and go underneath the last wrap that you had just done. So this will come through. And that's just going to give it a little bit more stability here. So what you'll do then is you'll find your handy dandy scissors and you'll just trim off that little bit on the end. And make sure that you, and I did get a little bit too close there and opened it up, that you don't do that. So to make the star then, you're just going to push in on the sides here. This can get a little bit of little tricky here, so you'll give it a little bit of oomph to it so that it puffs out a little bit, and then just push in the middles. Of course, this worked in my test, and it doesn't want to work now. So this is going to give you your points here. We'll see here, so we're starting to get the points here. We'll see it with the edge that I accidentally cut off here, if it's going to let me push it in nicely. It's not. So my star here that I just made is a little bit deformed, which because I cut off my end, it's going to do that naturally. If you don't cut off the end, it should pop out nicely like this one did. So make sure that when you're clipping the end that you're not clipping it too close, that you're cutting it like this so that you don't get the extra edge there. These are going to look very different each time you do them, because the points aren't going to be exactly the same as you pull them out each time. So you're going to have a variety, but you'll have these fun little stars that you can add to the tops of gifts to add a little bit of decoration. These can be put in a design on top of a picture frame just to add a little bit of pizzazz to them. So these fun stars just are really simple and easy to make, and can easily be done with any colored paper that you have sitting around your house. I used a paper cutter to cut the sheet of paper to begin with, so that made a nice straight line for me, and I could easily measure them out. But if you don't have one of those, try to keep them as thin as you can to keep and straight as you can to be able to fold into the star. Thank you for joining us today, and we will see you next time.